So here we are with two more conservative divas, Daria DiGiovanni and Kathy Smallwood-Robbins. And I would just like to know, oh, and there's a mini diva in the background. I would just like to know what your thoughts are on our walk today through this lovely neighborhood in Boca.
Well, I was very happy to meet the woman who came out of her house and asked us she should vote for school board and judges. She said she was having a problem finding information. And I was able to tell her to give a call to her REC committee woman who lives right here in the neighborhood. And it made me very happy to be able to do that. Since the Palm Beach County REC has gone to a precinct system where we can go out and actually meet the people in our community, I think that this is wonderful for our party, because a lot of people do not know who to vote for in certain races, and they may not have enough information, and it's great for them to have a phone number, someone to call, where they can get the information that they need. And I'm just very happy about that.
Yeah, especially since the school board and the judges are nonpartisan races.
Right.
You could be voting for a liberal, which is the reason that the school board and our judicial system is in the trouble that it's in.
That's right.
So that's an excellent point,
Right.
Kathy.
And we don't know them as well as we know the other candidates.
No, it's really disgraceful that you cannot find, it's not easy to find information on these people. Thank God for Jessica. I mean, she's fabulous at doing research.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's right that we don't have, that it's not easily accessible, that this information is not easily accessible about judges. Let's face it, the judicial branch of this country has probably wrought as much, if not more, damage to the country.
Yeah,
with these
just
activist
look at
judges.
Eric Holder.
Exactly. And if we don't know if you don't know where the person stands, if they're a strict constitutional conservative, you don't know. You could be inadvertently voting for somebody who's going to totally shred the Constitution. So
yeah, or a ruler from the bench, which is not how this country works.
Exactly. Hello, that's the legislature's job, who are elected through the people to represent the people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what our founders intended. And I just want to say overall about the day, in spite of those few little glitches that we had, it was so worth it. And Kathy and I were talking after that one incident where I said, you know what, our founding fathers put up with a heck of a lot worse. And I believe it was only, like 10% of the population at the time that even supported separating from England and even supported the fight for independence. And yet they pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor.
They never gave up.
They never gave up. George Washington, in the dead of winter, bitter cold. I think of that woman worrying about us interrupting her dinner. George Washington and his army were freezing to death at Valley Forge, starving to death, and they didn't give up. And that's what we
And
have
another
to be like.
one, Savannah.
So that she could have her dinner.
Yeah, so that she could have her dinner and scream at us for interrupting her.
Right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Most people may not know this, but Savannah and I went to the library, and she took out some books on the Pledge of Allegiance and the Constitution, from something that was kid-friendly. And one of the videos, one of the people that played a tremendous part in the founding of this country was James Madison.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I didn't know that. I learned a lot from watching this kid's video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He never gave up. He persevered, and it was just amazing. So you really should rent a video on the Founding Fathers and how the colonies all came to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you know what, since we're on this subject, I'm going to do a plug for a very important project that I'm involved in with Kevin Price of The Price of Business. He's an AM talk radio host out of Houston. And Kevin approached me several months ago to sort of be the project manager for a book that we're working on called 365 Days of Liberty. And it's sort of going to be set up like a devotional type of book where each day it's a different entry to read. And our focus is on the Founding Fathers, founding documents, the Federalist Papers, important events in the founding of our country, and really designed to be a book that's entertaining, that families can maybe read at the dinner table, and then be inspired to go and learn more.
Exactly.
And I just want to thank my devoted team of writers. They've been working really hard. I've been trying to keep up with the editing because they're so good at submitting things, and we all have a lot going on, and there's a lot on our plates, but this project is so worth it, and so I just wanted to put a plug in for that, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. And listen to Conservative Republican Forum on Blog Talk Radio, Saturdays at 6 p.m., and the Liberty Bell Hour on Blog Talk Radio every Thursday from 6 to 7, and that's blogtalkradio.com. And you could just search for the Liberty Bell Hour and Conservative Republican Forum.
And both of those shows are highly endorsed by the conservative diva herself.
That's right. I was going to say, go and join the Facebook page of the conservative diva.
And let me just add for my wonderful friend and patriot, Primo Mondoni from Cleveland, Tennessee.
We love Primo.
He's also on Blog Talk Radio with Red State Town Hall, but Primo also started the Red State Radio Network, and Liberty Bell Hour and Conservative Republican Forum are part of that. So thank you, Primo, for all that you're doing. And check it out. And you know what? I'm excited. This was a great day.
I'm excited too.
Oh, and one more thing. I just want to
be an interesting and good election.
Absolutely.
I just want to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of shout outs to some candidates running in Massachusetts. We have Earl Shawley that is running for the seat currently held by the I don't want to say anything derogatory, but we'll just say by Mr. Barney Frank. And
the guy who's profiting off of Fannie Mae and Freddie.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, that's
and so Earl Shawley, please take a look at him. He's an awesome candidate. And then we also have Marty Lamb, who's running in Massachusetts against the self-proclaimed communist Jim McGovern. Go to martylamb.com or martylambforcongress.com, not sure which, but you can find him. He's in Massachusetts, and these are two candidates that we really need to throw our support behind.
Absolutely.
And I'd also like to say a good word about John Willoughby in Hawaii, who is running against Mazie Hirono, who just came out. It just was posted on Facebook that she is a member of the American Socialist Party. So everybody get out there and vote for John Willoughby.
Excellent.
And one more thing, because I would be remiss if I did not do this, but my co-host, Steve Rosenblum.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
Who live in District 89 in South Florida, please check out electrosenblum.com. You have an excellent choice now. I mean, I think these Democrats have been running unopposed for years, and Steve finally said, you know what, I'm putting my hat into the ring, and there's no reason why anybody should run unopposed. And so I've known Steve now for 2 years. We've been co-hosts for just over a year, and he's a man of integrity, and if you live in that district, please go out and vote for him. Again, local elections, too. I mean, the people we send at the state level are just as important as the people we send to Congress.
That's correct.
So, and Tammy Donnelly in Ellen's
Yes, she's
district.
running for Florida House District 85.
And Yamin Postelnik is my choice for my district.
Yeah. District 91 in Florida,
91,
House District 91.
And if you don't know what your district is, and you're friends with any of us on Facebook, or do a Google search, but if you live in Florida, find out what your district is and do your homework on these candidates.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, and one more thing, if you have any candidates in your local area that you think can use grassroots assistance, please go post them on the Conservative Diva fan page on Facebook. If you're a friend of mine, you can go to my page and just click on underneath my profile picture, or just look up the Conservative Diva. Thanks, and have a great night, y'all.
Thank you, and God bless America.
God bless America.